Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Aira. I'm from SDIT Torik bin Ziyad Pondok Hijau Permai. I'm in grade 6. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the new peacock king. A long time ago, the peacocks always choose their kings based on the beauty of their plumage. One who had the best looking plumage will become their king. At that time, King Lotharik was a very special king. That was because not only he had the best plumage, his father was also the peacock king before him. And so he hoped that his son would also become the peacock king after him. However, when it was time for his egg to hatch, he and his queen were shocked to find a plain white baby peacock. But they still had hopes that the color will eventually come out. They named the baby peacock Potarik. In the meantime, they had to disguise their baby. They of course didn't want any peacock to know that the future peacock king was as colorless as a white rabbit. So every single day, Potarik had to spend his mornings being painted by his trusted servants. Potarik didn't like being painted. He preferred to use his time to do other stuff, such as studying or going around meeting other peacocks. However, his father never allowed him to go outside his room before he was painted, and Potarik had no choice but to obey. As Potarik grew up, the other peacocks grew to like him. Even though he was the son of the king, Potarik was friendly and humble. He paid attention to peacocks in need and always tried to help them. But no matter what King Lotharik tried to do to him, Potarik's plumage remained as white as it was. It didn't really matter though. That's thanks to his artistic servant, Potarik's plumage always looked better than all the other peacocks, including his own father's. King Lotharik was very proud. As King Lotharik grew old, it was time for the peacocks to choose a new king. The choosing takes place in a ceremony where all the eligible peacocks will be presented one by one. On the day of the ceremony, Potarik's loyal and artistic servant were ready. He was determined to paint Potarik's plumage as best as he could. But when he lifted up his brush, Potarik stopped him. "Today I will go out there unpainted," he said. The servant was shocked. He quickly alerted the king and the queen. King Lotharik instantly came to Potarik's room to talk to Potarik. But no matter how the king and queen begged Potarik, he refused to be painted. The king was sad. The queen was in tears. Potarik put on his robe and walked towards the clearing where the ceremony was to take place. The other candidates were ready, and one by one they came in front to show their plumage. Potarik was the last one to come up. He stood up and looked at all the other peacocks. They looked at him and smiled. Potarik knew he had many supporters, but he was not sure if they would still support him after he showed his true self. Slowly, Potarik took off his robe. All the peacocks gasped. The king was quiet. He looked at the ground. The queen burst into tears. The servant also sobbed, and for a moment that felt like an eternity, there was nothing but silence. Then one of the peacocks shouted, "Long live King Potarik!" And then there were two, then three. Soon all the peacocks were shouting. With that, Potarik had become the new peacock's king. At that moment, the king realized that there were many other ways to win the hearts of the peacocks. The queen also realized that beauty truly was in the eyes of the beholder. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your attention.